Hello guys, welcome to Animators. Today we are going to talk about if Obito was saved from that stone and if Rin was dead and saved by Madara. The first thing that will happen is Kakashi would get no Sharingan. As we know, during that time saving Kakashi, Obito was dead and he gave the Sharingan that was left in his body according to him to Kakashi, by which Kakashi got that Sharingan of himself. But as Kakashi did not get that Sharingan because Obito would have been dead, and if Kakashi could not get that Sharingan, then Kakashi might have been weakened and Kakashi might not be able to even perfect his Chidori. And yes, as Obito Uchiha would have both of his Sharingans, then I don't think that Kakashi would have any chance to get any other Sharingan. But this is not like that. Kakashi would have his eyes being lost for so long. He might have transplanted his eye by a normal human's eye, as Sharingan might not be replaced by his eye, but yes, he might get a normal eye of a normal ninja because there might be many possibilities that anyhow Kakashi might get any other second normal. The second thing that will happen is Rin will be saved by Madara. As Rin would have been dead at that time, then Madara would have come for the rescue of Rin and Rin would be under Madara's guidance. And after that everything will be like how happened in that cave, like the talks of Obito and Madara, and also how Obito was able to know that who Madara was and the goal of Madara. At that time, the same like Obito, Rin might have been hesitating adopting that new goal, and she might not be able to take the Madara's goal. So Madara would be in problem that what should he do for making Rin in his team. So Madara would try to kill Kakashi, but before that he might give Rin one of his renegades and she might need it in her future battle. The third thing that will happen is Kakashi's death, as Madara knew that he needed to kill someone which was very dear to Rin, and he would find Kakashi is very dear to Rin because Rin might have cared for Obito, but she cared for Kakashi more because during the whole Kakashi's backstory, we could see that how much Rin was closer to Kakashi than Obito, and also there was a chance that Rin had some sort of crush on Kakashi. So Madara might have targeted Kakashi instead of Obito, and as Madara had targeted Kakashi, then Obito might have been forced anyhow to kill Kakashi, and seeing that Rin would have gotten anger and she would turn into Madara's team, and this is how Kakashi will die. And the fourth thing that will happen is Obito learning Rasengan. We know that during Kakashi, when lost both of his friends, he became very sad. But whereas I think that Obito would become angrier because he might be wanting some sort of revenge to those people who caused all of this. So he would wait to Minato for training instead of becoming too much sad, and he would try learning the Rasengan from Minato. And as Minato knows that Obito is the only student he has left, he would try desperately that Minato could teach Obito the Rasengan. And as we know, Obito is the person who has Sharingan, so it would not take Obito too much time that he would learn Rasengan. And with that, the fifth thing that will happen is Minato and Kushina are alive. As I said in the previous time, that Obito might have wanted to become stronger so that the next time he can protect his friends that are still alive, so he might not be like he doing different types of Anbu missions. He might be protecting Minato and Kushina during that birth of Naruto. And so during that Rin's problem, Obito would have also opposed Rin, and seeing that Minato would have joined Obito. So I don't think that anyhow Obito might be able to reach Kushina, and as he would not be able to reach Kushina, Kushina might have been still alive alongside with Minato, and after that Kushina would be the Kurama Juriki till her death. And the sixth thing that will happen is Obito's Susanoo, as during that killing Kakashi, Obito might have awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan, and as when he knew from Minato that what the power of Mangekyo Sharingan is, he might have been able to use that Susanoo. And unlike Kakashi, he would not be able to use the perfect Susanoo from the start. He would be trying to do the Susanoo and would need a lot of practice to get that perfect Susanoo, but still he would anyhow get that Susanoo. And Obito with his Mangekyo Sharingan would have gotten this powerful Susanoo of himself, and also he might become a powerful Uchiha. And the seventh thing that will happen is Obito's Team 7. As Kakashi was not there, then Obito might have become the sensei of the Team 7, as he had replaced the place of Kakashi. So, Obito might have been training Naruto and Sasuke, and also another thing I want to say is that Obito might have gotten escaped from that Itachi's attack because of his Susanoo and his Mangekyo Sharingan. He might have escaped, and also Sasuke would have been alive. So he would help Sasuke learning different types of Sharingan help, and would teach both of Naruto and Sasuke the Rasengan, and would also help Sakura a lot in her training. But still some things will not change, like Naruto meeting Jiraiya. But yes, when Naruto would meet Jiraiya at that time, he would have gotten many much stronger, and as Sasuke and Naruto would have been using both Rasengans, so the power of both of them might have been the same, and they both have been powerful in their own ways. And Obito would still be the sensei of the Team 7. And the eighth thing that will happen is Guy versus Obito rivalry. We know that Guy was a rival of Kakashi, but as Kakashi was dead, seeing Obito getting so many developments, he might have seen some potential in Obito and would have challenged Obito for different types of challenges like he did to Kakashi, and would have done some normal sorts of competition with Obito like a rival does with it. And both of their rivalry would be even more dangerous than the Kakashi and Guy, as Kakashi had only one Sharingan and Obito had both of them, and he knew about the Sharingan much. So I think that Guy would also have been able to get a very good rival according to him, and Guy would want desperately to defeat Obito, and both of them would be good rivals. The ninth thing that will happen is no sensei for Sasuke. I am not meaning that Sasuke would not get any sensei during that 3 years time when Naruto and Sakura would have been training with Tsunade and Jiraiya. The thing that will happen is that Sasuke would not get additional training like those both of them, as we all know that both of the Sasuke and Obito were Uchihas, and as Sasuke knew that a lot of important people for Sasuke were killed by Itachi like the same of Obito, so he might have understood what the things Obito would have been teaching him, and Sasuke might not have left the village, and Naruto and Sakura would have been training under Tsunade and Jiraiya. Though Naruto and Sasuke would have been training under Jiraiya, whereas Sasuke would have only Obito, I don't think that Sasuke would have left behind both of them, as Obito knew that how a Sharingan works. So Obito might have been able to teach Sasuke different types of things that he can do with Sharingan, like copying or other things like how to awaken a Mangekyo Sharingan, and would teach Sasuke that if he anyhow is able to kill Itachi, then Sasuke might have been able to get that Mangekyo Sharingan. So that is why Sasuke started training with Obito Valor so he can kill Itachi, and he was more desperate to kill Itachi that time. Obito might have been at that time searching for Itachi the whole time. He might have at that time found Itachi. So after he found Itachi, he would want revenge for his clan members alongside with his grandmother. So Obito would have been fighting with Itachi a lot, but as Obito at that time had Kamui and both the Susanoo having added with, and he might have found Itachi during his search, and when he found Itachi, he would be fighting him. And as Itachi only wanted Sasuke to kill him, so he would have been fighting Obito with all the power he had. And Obito would have been also fighting back. And as both of them were showing so much powers, fans would have been enjoying a very much potential fight because both of them were very much stronger users. But as we know that how much powerful the Susanoo of Obito is, that we saw during that Kaguya fight, and also having that Kamui, Itachi would not have been easily able to go closer to Obito, and also the Amaterasu of Itachi might have been disabled by Obito. So at last Itachi might have lost that fight. But both of them might not have been able to know why Itachi killed the whole clan, as Obito might not have exhausted and become fully unconscious like Sasuke. So they both of them might not have known that. And also another thing that will happen, that Sasuke would not also know that why his brother killed the whole Uchiha clan. So both of them would not have been any rogue ninja for the village, and as Naruto and Sakura had come back, they knew that the problematic thing for Obito and Sasuke is now gone. So both of them would also have been cheering, and the legend Itachi Uchiha's story would not have been known to both of them, and nothing would have changed except that. And the last thing that will happen is Obito become Hokage. As we know, after that war arc, Kakashi became the 6th Hokage. But as at that time Kakashi might not have been available and he might have been dead at that time, Obito would come for the replacement of Kakashi. As Obito in his childhood was wanting to become a Hokage, and when he becomes an adult, so he becomes a lot much powerful, and when Tsunade sees a lot of potential inside Obito, she makes Obito as the 6th Hokage, because both Obito and Tsunade was wanting to become Hokage. Obito became so, and as Obito had been guiding Sasuke was not even gotten evil. And this is how I am going to end this video. And also you guys should remember one thing, that in this video I have not featured that what and how things would go if Obito would have been alive in Boruto, because there are some reasons like that I have not watched Boruto myself. Because I have been hearing that Boruto is not a good anime. After seeing Boruto having so much fillers, I have not watched Boruto. So I have not added what will happen in this video.